Jai Gurudev children, happy morning. Okay, so before we start our session, let's have a prayer.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Kanna. Jai
Good
Gurudev.
morning, ma'am. Jai Gurudev, ma'am.
Jai Gurudev. Okay, so I'm going to start the
Jai Gurudev, ma'am.
very good morning, Jai Gurudev. Before moving on to a prayer, I just want everyone to mute yourself. So whoever wants to wish me, you can just put it in the chat box. I will look over it. Okay, Kanna? Yes? Okay, yes, sir. So now join your palm, close your eyes. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Okay, Jai Gurudev children, a very happy morning to one and all. Okay, so let's update today's date. Yes, can you tell me what is today's date, children?
27 January, ma'am.
Wow, so it is 27. January denotes which number, Kanna? January is the first, yes, first month of the year. Okay, so which year we all are in? Which year we all are in? 2021.
21.
Superb. Okay, so yesterday was an specific day. What is that day we celebrated yesterday? 26th of
Happy
Jan.
Republic Day.
Republic Day. Wow, superb, superb,
Republic Day.
superb. Okay, yes. So we have stepped into today, 27th January 2021. Could you tell me what is today's day? What is today's day? Yesterday it was Tuesday and tomorrow it is Thursday. Wow, Wednesday. Superb. So we are all into Wednesday. Superb. So I hope you all know the spelling of Wednesday. Wednesday. Wednesday, right? Okay, so we have come to today, 27th of Jan 2021, and that today's day is Wednesday. Okay, yes. So now we are going to go for today healthy habits. What we are going to go for? Healthy habits. What is healthy habits, children? Yes. What is healthy habits? We used to tell, right? Not only ma'am, even your mom and dad used to tell you should eat healthy and you should have healthy habits. What is that?
Eat vegetables and fruits, ma'am.
Wow, superb, superb. So eat vegetable, yes. It's not only eating vegetable, children. It is not only eating vegetable. It includes even the fruits and the other things. Okay, like eat healthy food. In common, we will say it as eat healthy food, and be physically active. Be physically active. What does that mean, children? Be physically active. What is that meaning? Be physically active. That means you should not sit in one place, keep on watching your mobile phones or any other gadgets or your television. Be physically active means you need to play. You need to have some exercise to your body. That is what we state it as, be physically active. Okay. Next one, an important thing, avoid junk food. Avoid junk food. What is junk food, children? What is junk food? Yes? Why we should not eat junk food, children? Junk food is not at all healthy, right? What we call it as junk foods, all the fried items, and whichever is not essential for our health, right? Not for a body. Yes. So whatever the fried items, all those stuffs, right? Whichever is not suitable for our body, we state it as junk food, right? Yes, burger, pizza, very good, Ramya, superb. Yes. So these kind of items we should avoid. When you eat too much of junk foods, it leads to other health issues. I hope you remember the story of Varun and Tarun. Yes, how Tarun suffered when he ate much and much of junk foods. So that is the reason we should avoid junk food, right? Okay, next one. Drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. Yes. So our body need a stipulated a cup of water. Okay. So you should drink as much as you can. Of course, in this situation, I mean, in this winter season, I know you people will not drink much and much of water. You will not feel thirsty. But indeed, you should drink much and much of water. Whenever you play, you take. Yes, very good, Kanna. Yes, you should drink hot water during this period. Okay, and of course, not only drinking hot water, you should see to that you wash your hands and make sure each and every hour you drink some water. Okay, yes, I hope you'll do that, children. Next one, maintain hygiene. Maintain hygiene. What is it stating about? Maintain hygiene, yes. So you have to be health and hygiene, right? Hygiene means you have to keep yourself clean. When you go to restroom, when you come back, you have to wash your hands, make sure you are clean. Cut your nails. Yes, everything is coming in the hygiene. See, when you're having your nails and when you're playing, your nails are getting dirty, and with the same hand, if you eat, what happens? All the dirt gets into your stomach, and later you get stomach upset, right? So you should maintain your hygiene, like cutting your nails, trimming your hair. Then once you come after the restroom, you should keep yourself clean by washing your hands. And of course, not only after restroom, now in this pandemic situation, you should make sure you keep on washing your hands, right? Okay, so minimum of 20 seconds you have to keep your palms washed very cleanly. Okay, I hope you know, follow the steps of washing your hands, children. Yes. Okay, so this is all about the healthy habits. So this is healthy habits for kids. So this is what you and me to follow. Okay, it's not only for kids, it is also for adults. So we are supposed to follow all these things. When you follow all these things, you'll be very, very healthy. Okay, children, I hope my children will follow all these, right? Okay. Yes. So let's move on to the next important thing. What is it? Yes, character education. So you all know what is character education and the importance of character education, right? So character education is important because character is who we are and how we act. So in the past few lessons, we are attached with this character education, right? It states about the importance of the character, who we are and how we act. Yes, when you go to a public place, how you will act. All these denotes your character. So it is about being caring, respectful, trustful, fair, and people will notice us when we portray these traits in our everyday actions. So it is not only onto one particular day you follow these. All every day, each and every day you follow all these while caring for others, giving respect to your adults, then being trustful. When mommy says to do not to do things, yes, you have to follow that. You have to show that you have to have trustworthy towards the adults, and you have to be fair enough to your brothers or sisters, sometimes you will not be fair, right? In that case you should change. So when all these aspects you have inbuilt yourself, means people will notice you, people will see all these things. Wow, see how what a kind of character he is having, see how caring this poor boy is, how respectful things he are portraying us. So many things will be displayed to the other people. Okay, so it has to be practiced not only in one day, it has to be practiced in everyday action. Okay, daily you have to practice. So today's character education is all about, yes, so the character trait for the week is courage. Courage. What is the character for this week? Courage. Wow. So what is courage, children? What is courage? Yes. Yes, Kanna?
Brave.
Brave. Wow, very good. In other words, we state it as brave. Superb, superb. Okay. Yes. You're right, Kanna. The state of mind that enables a person to face challenges. Yes. And overcome fear. What is fear? What is fear, children? You say you denote you specify courage. In other words, we say it as brave. What about fear? The opposite of brave is fear, right? You should overcome the fear with self-confidence and bravery. Yes. So let me give you an example. When you're walking in a street and when a dog chases you, what will you do? You just keep on running. The dog will keep on chasing you. But in one point of time, you stop over there and turn towards the dog and say, do some action against it, saying, waving your hands, it will immediately run away. So there, it shows your self confidence, and also it shows that you have overcome the fear, and you have undergone and you are able to face the challenge. This is one among the challenges. All times whenever we go in the road, we face this challenge, right? So this where your bravery comes out. This is what we call it as courage. This is what we call it as courage. The state of mind that enables a person to face challenges and overcome fears with self-confidence and bravery. Yes. And not only that, you face challenges all time when you write assessment, right? Sometimes you fear for it. So you have to overcome the fear. How can you overcome the fear? With your self-confidence and your bravery. That state of mind, we call it as the courage. Okay? Yes, I hope each and every one of you is having courage, right? Okay. Yes, children. So,
Ma'am.
it is nothing but facing difficult situations
Ma'am,
without
page
fear.
number.
Yes, Kana?
Page number.
Ah, so facing difficult situations without fear. Whenever you have difficult situations, when you face it without fear, that is what we call it as courage. Courage is being brave. Yes,
Ma'am.
and courage.
Ma'am,
Yes.
page number.
No, 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 no. This is not in the page number, Kanna. We are expressing additional facts about character education. Okay, it is not in the page number. Don't take. When I'll ask you to take the textbook or workbook, that time you can take. It is not in the textbook. Okay. Now listen to me. Okay, Kanna. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Good. Now you can mute yourself, Kamakshi. Okay. Courage is standing up for yourself or someone else. So I said about the dog situation. The dog situation, you're standing up for yourself. It can be even for someone else. When you and your friend is walking on the road, when that situation happened, yes, you can fight for your friend, right? You need not run up. Instead, you can stand up and you can fight, right? So it means You're standing up for yourself or even for someone else. Okay, so this is all about the courage. Courage gives you the strength to stand up for what you believe in. So, courage is nothing but it gives you strength. It gives you the strength to stand up. You need not fear for it. So, it brings you what you are in. Okay, so inside your character is coming out. It shows that you are a courageous person. That is what the courage meant. Courage gives you the strength to stand up for what you believe in. Okay, courage doesn't always roar. Roar means what, children? Roar means a sound, right? Who makes the sound? Who makes the sound? Yes?
Lion man.
Yes, lion makes a sound. But here the sentence states out courage doesn't always roar. Always it doesn't make the sound of the roaring. Okay. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. So today I'm not able to do it. So doesn't mean that always the courage be makes out the sound. Today I am quiet. Tomorrow, but I'm not stopping with it. I will continue with tomorrow. Okay. So it means today my voice is silent. Doesn't mean I am always roaring, right? Okay, so courage doesn't always roar. So sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. Okay, children. So when I'm doing one action work today, when I'm not able to do it, I will continue by doing it tomorrow. That is also one among the courage. I will say, I will try again. Today, when I'm doing the work, I'm not able to do so. But I will give an attempt tomorrow. That word, I will try again. That itself states that it is a courageous part. Okay. So, who are the courageous people? The courageous people is none other than who believe in themselves. Courageous people is the one who believe in themselves. So they know about themselves, which one they can do, which one they can't. Okay. Then the courageous people are fearless. They will never ever fear for things. They will face the consequences. Okay. The courageous people are confident. The courageous people are confident. They always have confidence in stepping out each and every work. Okay. Courageous people help out people in need. So whoever wants the help, these courageous people will go ahead and help them out. Yes. So you remember even when there is storm, the heavy rain, there were some of the people who are helping the others, whoever is in need, right? Some of them have lost their shelters, no food, those things. So some of the youngsters who help them out. So these are the courageous people who help the others who are in need. So those people are in need of shelter, food, medicines, all these things, right? When there was a heavy rain, when they lost their shelter. So these people we stated as courageous people. Okay. Then courageous people recognize the personal capabilities. So they understand what am I capable of, what all things I can do. These things they can recognize by themselves. How they will recognize when they are very courageous things and when they are able to face any situations. Courageous people know who they are and what they stand for. So it's already literally like believe in themselves. So with the courageous people know about themselves and they stand for the situation whatever they want to. Okay. So this is all about the courageous people. So how the courageous people will be? It has been stated like believe in themselves, are fearless, are confident, help out people in need, recognize the personal capabilities, know who they are and what they stand for. So these all about the courageous people. Okay? Yes. So before moving on to the before moving on to the one new lesson, I'm just going to ask you some questions. Okay, yes, I need to get the answers from the chat box. Name any five vegetables, children. Name any five to be your favorite vegetable. Yes, can you name me any five vegetables which is your favorite one? Carrot. Okay, super. Very good. Lady's finger. Wow, very good. Yes. Potatoes. Super. Carrot and potatoes. Very good, Ramya. Super. Then Meenakshi. Pumpkin. Oh, very nice. Okay. Okay. So Krishav, onion, right? Oh, spinach, Meenakshi. Superb. Oh, just read beetroot. Very good, Gana. Krishav, cabbage. Yes, Ramya, cauliflower. Okay. Varsha, carrot. Yes. So most of you, yes, most of your favorite vegetable, I believe it is a carrot. Okay, yes. Now tell me why you like carrots.
Cauliflower.
Yes, Kanna, cauliflower. Superb. Yes. So why do you like carrot? I'm getting much and much answer that you like your favorite vegetable as carrot. Yes, Krisha, you said sweet. Wow, so it is very sweet in taste. Okay. Wow, superb, superb. Very good. So now tell me.
Beetroot.
Oh, lady's finger, because you eat lady's finger because you can do some. Good, good, superb, super, very good. Now tell me, have you ever seen a vegetable called turnip? Have you ever seen a vegetable called turnip? No. Okay. So you have not seen a vegetable called turnip. Mummy also didn't buy those turnips at home and prepare any dishes, Kanna? No. Mummy is not preparing? No. Okay. So you're not aware of this turnip, right? Okay, yes, I will tell you what it is. See, many vegetables grow below the ground. Okay, so under the ground you can see so many vegetables grow. Some among the vegetables are potatoes, radish, carrots, and along with the turnips also grow under that is below the ground. Those turnip grows below the ground. Okay, like potatoes, radish, carrots. As you said, your favorite one is carrot. Like carrot, the turnips also grow below the ground. Okay. So it is a vegetable. Turnip is a vegetable. Okay. And the fact zone about the turnip is we are going to learn a lesson. We are going to learn a lesson number 13. Okay. So an interesting fact about it is the giant turnip or the enormous turnip is a Russian folk tale. It's a Russian folk tale. I will tell you what is a folk tale and what is a fairy tale. Before that, there's a small activity. Okay, this is a textbook exercise. Okay, this is a textbook exercise. Before stepping into the lesson, I want you all to do this activity. Okay, that is after the two sessions get completed, I want you to do this. Okay, yes, as you people said, the five vegetables, names of five vegetables, right? You said like lady's finger, carrot. Yes, so you in this page number 55, like this.
And drumstick.
Yes, carrot. So likewise, you can. 1 minute, children. Can you see my slide? No. Okay, just give me a moment because some network issue. The system has gone up, hanged up.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Kanna. Thank you. Now you can mute yourself. Okay. Yes. So this is an activity which is given in the textbook exercise. Okay. So you, as you said, any names of 5 vegetables you can complete in writing here. Okay. So the annotation has not been activated here, so I'm not. So you can write carrot or whatever names of vegetables you want to write. So you can write it in the circles. Okay, Kana? You okay, children? So this is given in page number 58. Okay. So before moving to this lesson number 13,
Take your number.
yes,
Take your number.
you need not take the text. That one is in page number 58. Now listen to ma'am. Okay, you need not touch the textbook at all. Okay, now tell me, children, what is a folk tale? What is a folk tale? Yes, why am I not getting answers here? Okay, now tell me, what is a fairy tale?
Ma'am, textbook or one book, ma'am.
No, Avinishwar, no, please listen to ma'am. I don't want you to take your textbook over.
Stories.
I mean, I don't want anyone to take your textbook, and please don't unmute and talk. Please don't take your textbook. I told the activities in the textbook, page number 58. That's it. We are done and we are completed with that. Right? Next, we are moving to the lesson, and I don't want anyone to touch your textbook. Okay, listen to ma'am. Yes, so I'm getting answers on what is a fairy tale. Yes, it is a. I'm getting answers like princess, then okay, so fairy tale is a story that is magical, imagination, which makes us very happy. I'll tell you an example. Yes, it's a Cinderella. Have you seen a Cinderella in real life? No, right? And in the Cinderella, you might see that yes, imagination story. Very good, Kanna. So in the Cinderella, you can see the rats are being turned into horses and pumpkins.
Ma'am, I know this movie.
Yes, children, please don't unmute and talk. As you all know, this is a recording session, so I don't want anyone to unmute and talk. Put in the chat box. Okay, so this is all. Fairy tale means it's a magical and imagination story which makes each and every one of us happy. So it's I'm giving you an example, Cinderella. What else your mind comes out with the fairy tale story? I've come out with a Cinderella story. So what about others? Tell me any fairy tale story. Yes, why am I not getting answers in the chat box? Any magical and imagination story, we call it as a fairy tale. Okay? Alice in Wonderland. Super, Varnika. Very good. Okay, now tell me, what is a folk tale? Oh, Goldilocks, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Superb, superb. Very good. So what you're talking, no, Beanstalk story is not the fairy tale. I'll tell you why. See, it's a folk tale story. Folk tale is a story that originates from the real life and culture. Okay, so see, you have seen a mother, you have in a real life a son. All these is been followed in the real life and their culture, how they live, everything. So it is originating from the real life, and some changes will be done, but the origination of the story will be from the real life and the culture. That is what we call it as the folk tale. That is Jack and the Beanstalk. You all learnt about Jack and the Beanstalk, right? So that is a folk tale. Yes. Now we are going to move. We are moving to a new lesson number 13, the big turnip. So this story is all about an old man who planted his turnip seeds in his garden. The turnips started to grow very big, bigger, and even bigger. Let's see if the old man was able to pull out the giant turnip. Okay? Yes, are you ready to listen to the new lesson? Lesson number 13, the big turnip. Okay? One day, an old man planted some turnip seeds in his garden. What is planted, children? Planted means to put seeds or plants in the ground to grow. Okay? In a few days, turnips began to grow. But slowly, one turnip grew big, very big. It grew as big as his garden. Oh my God. See, so big the turnip has grown. The old man was happy to see the big turnip. One fine day, he tried to pull the big turnip out of the ground. Now you can see here preposition out. What is the opposite for out, children? Yes? In. Very good, very good. Super. He pulled it many times but failed. So after the old man saw a very big turnip in his garden, which is as big as is the garden, but he tried to pull out many times. He failed in pulling out. Let's see what happened. Then he called for help. His wife came running to help, and both of them pulled and pulled, but the big turnip did not move. Who are those both children? The old man and his wife. Okay. Then both of them called for help. A horse came running to help. All three of them pulled and pulled, but the big turnip did not move. So who are those three? Old man, his wife, and horse. Okay? All three of them called for help. So all three tried and they were not able to take off the turnips, so they called for help. Now you know what? Who came over here? Cow. Who came here? Cow. A cow came running to help. All four of them pulled and pulled, but the turnip did not move. Who are the four children? Old man, his wife, horse, cow. Then all four of them called for help. A donkey came running to help. So all five of them. So now who are those five? Old man, his wife, horse, cow. Now comes the donkey. So all five of them started to pull and pull. But the big turnip did not move. So all the five of them called for help. A dog came running to help. So all six of them pull and pull. But the big turnip did not move. So who are the six now here? Old man, his wife, horse, cow, donkey, and here comes the dog. All six of them pulled and pulled, but they were not able to move the turnips. So they called for help. And you know what? Who came here? A cat. Who came here? Cat. So a cat came running to help them out. So all 7 of them pulled and pulled, but the big turnip did not move. So all 7 of them. So here, old man, his wife, horse, cow, donkey, dog, cat. All 7 of them now called for help. Now who's the next person going to help them out? It's none other than squirrel. A squirrel came running to help. All 8 of them pulled and pulled, but the big turnip did not move. So all 8 of them called for help. Old man, his wife, horse, cow, donkey, dog, cat, and squirrel. So the 9th person who's coming here to help them out is a rat. A rat came running to help. All 9 of them pulled and pulled, but the big turnip did not move. All 9 of them called for help. Yes, so who turned up as the 10th person? An ant. An ant came running to help. So all 10 of them, who are those 10 children? Old man, his wife, then comes the horse, cow, donkey, dog, cat, squirrel, rat, and the last but not the least, ant. So ant came running to help. All 10 of them pulled and pulled. And you know what? The big turnip came out. Wow, very nice, right? They were all very happy that they had pulled out the very big turnip. How can they pull out this big turnip, children? Because of their hard work. Because of their hard work. And after taking this big turnip, they prepared a different kind of dishes. That is soup. They prepared turnip soup. They ate turnip vegetable with making like a stuffed turnip chopped up chapati. Then turnip salad. And you know what? They also prepared turnip ice cream. Wow. Have you ever tried turnip ice cream, children? Yes? No. Okay, no issues. See, turnip is a very good vegetable and is good for your health. Like this old man and his wife, you can prepare some dishes with the turnip. Like as they said, as they prepared stuffed turnip chapati, then soup, or you can eat as a salad also. It's a very good vegetable and it is good for you. Okay? So this is all about the story. I hope you also enjoyed, right, children? And of course, do you remember this lesson in upper kindergarten also? We saw this lesson in the name of enormous turnip. But with some changes here in grade 1, the lesson name states as the big turnip. Okay? There are some changes here, right? Okay. Did you enjoy this lesson, children? Yes? Okay. So, from this lesson, what we learn? From this lesson, what would we learn? Where there is a will, there is a way. We should not be like that.
Nothing strength, man.
Hard work, strength, very good. So we have 2 hands. God has given 2 hands for us. One hand is to help ourselves and one hand is to help others. Okay? So I hope you understood this lesson and it is very nice to learn, right? Okay, yes, we have come to the end of the session. Thank you so much, children. Now you can unmute yourself and say hi to your friends and hi to your ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Bye, friends.
Hi, Kanna. Complete your textbook exercise which is given in page number 15.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, Kanna. Bye. Bye. Take care. See you. Meet you in the next class. Bye bye.
Ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.